But the truth is, any woman you talk to, any woman, will tell you, just be yourself. And you think, what the fuck does that mean? Just be yourself. That's no use. No woman would possibly want me the way I am. I have to be bigger than life in order for her to want me. But you know what, guys? When she says, just be yourself, she's not actually saying, you, as you are, will definitely get a piece of my ass. What she's saying is, please, oh please, don't pretend to be something you aren't. Because if you do pretend you're something you aren't, and I buy it, eventually, I'm going to find out that it's not real. And when I find out it's not real, I'm going to punish you. I'm going to punish you in ways you can't imagine. I'm going to spend the entire time we're together as a couple trying to make you be the way you suggested that you were. And after years of relationship in which I've been passive-aggressively trying to manipulate you into being the person you claimed you were, I'm going to ditch your sorry ass. I'm going to say, you're not the man I fell in love with. And you, the man, are going to say, well, of course I'm not the man you fell in love with. You spent the last 5 years trying to change me. But the truth is, you were never the man she fell in love with. The man she fell in love with was the man you were presenting yourself as being, not the man you were. And you brought this on yourself if you didn't actually just be yourself. Whereas if you're just yourself, then you empower a woman with the most powerful choice in the world. The most powerful choice of all. The killer of all choices. The one that really matters. It's called Hobson's choice. Now, a lot of people think of Hobson's choice incorrectly. They think it means no choice. In fact, it's often used to mean no choice. But Hobson rented horses. And he rented them on a first-in, first-out basis. This way, each horse, when it got back to the stable, had the longest time to recuperate before it was rented out again. Very sensible way to do it, if you ask me. But people would show up at Hobson's and say, I don't want that one, I want the next one. I want the big stallion. I'm sorry, the bay is the next horse, if you want it. No, I want that one. And Hobson would explain. Here's your choice. Take it or leave it. And that's Hobson's choice. It's a lot like Henry Ford saying you can have the car in any color you like as long as it's black. Take it or leave it. Now, if you're with a woman and you present yourself exactly as you are, and you let her know this is who you are, she can either take it or leave it. But you like you, and you're unashamed of being you. And you are, in fact, a real man. You like yourself, you do good things, you're confident, and you're successful because you're the person you think you should be, and it's a realistic belief, and you've proven to yourself that you are that person. And you're happy. You're happy with yourself. You're happy because you can be. Now, just about any woman in the world is going to want a man who radiates successfulness. So that's one good point. The second thing is, when you are truly uninhibited about being you, you're not ashamed of liking the things you like, you're not ashamed of wanting her, she goes, wow, this successful guy wants me. That's pretty good. Now, we come back a little bit, and we see that in our society, like I said, mommy and daddy have both independently tried to ensure that their daughter becomes a whore. Mommy says, don't let yourself be easy. If you do, no man will ever pay for you. Although she doesn't use those words quite. She says, if you don't, he won't respect you. No one's going to buy the cow if they can get the milk for free. And women actually get told this by their mothers. And their fathers, they know the man's only after one thing, so they're very, very cautious. They interfere in their daughters' relationships. They want to make sure he's not just going to try and take advantage of them. But you see, the women have this problem. They're told this, and they know that what they're supposed to do is have a very low score count. And how do they manage this? Well, they equivocate. They translate words so they mean something different. In the same way as when Bill Clinton said, "I did not have sexual relations with that woman," he was being extremely precise in what he meant by sexual relations. Sticking a cigar in her twat somehow didn't manage to make the grade, or letting her suck on his penis didn't manage to make the grade as sex in his mind. The story is that Hillary Clinton gets a phone call from Chelsea Clinton at her first semester at college, back during Clinton administration. She says, "Mom, I'm loving college so much, and the guys are just amazing." And she says, "You're not having sex, are you?" "Not according to Daddy." Okay? Now, so what does a girl do? You talk to your girlfriends, you talk to your friends, women that you trust and who trust you. Women who will open up to you because they don't see you as a threat. They don't think you're trying to own them. You're not trying to put a ring on their finger. You talk to these girls frankly. You say, "So what's been going on in your sex life?" They say, "Well, I haven't had any sex since I broke up with Howard 6 months ago." You say, "What? Wait a second, what about that guy you went home with that night from that club?" That guy, that night, that club, no more specific. "Oh, him? That didn't count. He didn't have any condoms, so he just had oral and anal sex. That didn't count. He didn't get me off, so it didn't count. He gave me a wrong number, a phony number, so it didn't count. I never knew his last name, so it didn't count. I was wearing blue underwear, so it didn't count." Women can find any reason in the world not to count things. My autobiography is entitled "The Man Who Didn't Count."